Hi, fools. Just getting ready to take on the Shadow Tag Chandelure. So far, stream's been going pretty well. Dawn and Archie were pretty manageable. Yeah, luckily Breloom should just always bait it in, so I can plan for it there. Gonna give Breloom a Shed Shell. Let's see, I want to save my Mega for Slowbro to handle the Medicham. So far, that's Bloom, Slowbro. I need something to kill the Chandelure, but it can't be Mega Luxray. How's Shadow Punch? Probably not much better, huh? The spell tag that would kill. Now, what about bad odds? I don't think so. Because Medicham should just pass away to Shadow Punch. Excalibur loses the matchup. And Sunflora is made of paper and doesn't kill me. So, yeah, Annihilate should handle the Chandelure. All I gotta do is just hard switch on the turn the Chandelure comes in. Which it will, because it sees it beats the Breloom. Yeah, okay. That solves that problem. What does Shadow Ball do? It's not gonna get to use Shadow Ball. Because I'm faster than it, and I just kill it with Shadow Punch. And Annihilate should prevent bad odds. Because it just slaughters the entire backline. Luckily Annihilate is a perfectly balanced Pokemon. Let's see, Spell Tag. And the nice thing is, if for some reason I decide I don't like the matchup, Annihilate is a ghost and can just switch out. Let's make sure you have the punch. Okay, so given that Chandelure doesn't switch out there, it shouldn't. What comes in? I don't think it's Baxcalibur. Let's see. And faster, I just kill it, see ya. It's not gonna be Swampert. I suppose it could be Sunflora. Because it sees it's faster and has fast to a KO. I don't kill it back. I think it's just Baxcalibur. Medicham probably has a one-hit KO, but... See, Medicham probably has a one-hit KO. I mean, it doesn't, but it's not going to come in because I just killed it in one hit. So I think it's just Baxcalibur, because it has fast 2-hit. So I need to plan for that. It's going to click Wave Rush. How do I kill this? It is Focus Sash. I don't think it Dragon Dances either. I showed a fast 2-hit. I don't think it's gonna Dragon Dance. Drain Punch it? Well, the thing is, I died a crit Glaive Rush. I am not willing to lose Annihilate to a max roll crit, because I can already think of at least one battle later where I'm going to want this. And I have fairies. I'm just trying to figure out how best to go about it. Maybe just Primarina, huh? I do risk flinch nonsense. Rather not risk that. And if it's gonna Glaive Rush... How does Scizor do? Scizor takes minimal damage from Glaive Rush and 2 hits with Bullet Punch. Heck, it'll knock it to the Focus Sash after the Glaive Rush. The problem there is... Can this bad odds out? Probably not to Sunflora, because I just kill it with U-turn. How does Swampert do? How much damage do I do at Pounce? 124, 254. I mean... Pounce should prevent bad odds, because Swampert will see it doesn't win the matchup. Okay, I think Scizor is the answer. And then that should... What does that bait in? I imagine the Medicham? It'll bait the Medicham. Which is fine, because I have Slowbro. I've just got to make sure Mega Slowbro gets Regenerator. So that I can still beat the Medicham later if it bad odds to Sunflora. So, give me the Scizor. We are going to drop Area Lace for Pounce. Actually, depending on if... I think it might be better to keep Scizor's HP topped up with Roost so that I do bait Sunflora. I'd rather deal with that guy early than have to deal with bad odds on it later. Let's see. So let's add Scizor to the squad. Scizor should prevent Dragon Dance shenanigans, and even then, it's like, even if it gets a Dragon Dance off, Scizor should just handle it without too much worry. How do I want to handle this? Anything on my squad using leftovers yet? No? Like, Scizor already does enough damage. Maybe I just go leftovers to make sure the matchup doesn't get out of control. If I decide I want to roost off on it. And then that ideally can bait the stupid Sunflora. Because it'll see a kill with Weather Ball. So, leftovers... did I not take the leftovers? Or did I already give them to Scizor? I kind of spaced out. Okay, I did. Good. Alright, 2 to go. So, Scizor handles the Baxcalibur. I can handle Swampert at any time by just switching in Breloom and Bullet Seeding it, because even a 2-hit Bullet Seed kills it through the Window Berry, which is kind of ludicrous. So Swampert's accounted for. Scizor should just bait the Sunflora for fast kill with Weather Ball. How do I beat the Sunflora? How does Skeledirge handle? This has Earth Power. Shukaberry? Jeez, that still does so much damage. I think I'm dead to crit. Max roll crit would do me in if it high rolled me. So I don't know if I like that. What are my other options? It's clicking Weather Ball. It's not a fire type, right? No. And if it's clicking Weather Ball... No, that wouldn't do. Jeez. Let's check the Yanmega matchup real quick. This is Life Orb. So... blocking a Weather Ball would put it into kill range, and if I went Speed Boost and got a Detect off, I would outrun it. Actually, I think that also means Yanmega can check the Medicham after that. Does it kill the Mega? It does, yeah. If I get this in on a Grass-type move, Yanmega can just clean up. Assuming the Swampert is into life. Which it probably is. But I can just U-turn that into Breloom and then do the Slowbro play from there. So all I need is something that switches into Weather Ball and baits a Grass-type move. Because, dude, that still does so much damage. That's crazy. That's a quad resist. How does Poliwrath do? Poliwrath takes Weather Ball, baits Seed Flare. What happens if it crits me? 51.2, I'm still only baiting Seed Flare. I think that's my out. Is bait this with a Pokemon that only prompts Seed Flare. And if I'm going for that, I might as well just go Mantine. Mantine takes that better. And isn't completely dead if something goes wrong. So yeah, I guess we go Mantine, Yanmega? I think I like that. How do I prevent the Swampert from coming in on Yanmega? Actually, even if it does, I can just give Yanmega Giga Drain and beat it outright. Yeah, so Yanmega would win because Swampert's not doing a lot of damage back. I only need the Life Orb. Well, hold on. Hold on, let me make sure. Modest Yanmega. Hold on, if I eat a knockoff, which I will, then I don't kill the stupid Medicham. I mean, is that okay? Only if Slowbro can get in without too much pain. I think I do go Poliwrath in that case. Because Poliwrath can come in on Rock Slide or Bullet Punch without too much pain. And then prompt a move Slowbro doesn't mind that much. How much does Slowbro take? Jeez, that's still so much damage. But I think that's my answer. I close to the game. It's a good thing I save regularly. It's a good thing I save regularly. Imagine if I lost actual progress there. That would have been miserable. Alright. So let's see. Scizor, Yanmega, Poliwrath. How did I even do that? I don't think I could replicate that if I tried. I'm built stupid. Where's the Yanmega? There it is. Then we need Slowbro. It's in my party already. What am I missing? Poliwrath. Need to make sure this doesn't have the Shed Shell, because then I'm using two of the same item. Citrus. Life Orb, Yanmega. What has it right now? Primarina does. Eh? Then I just need to adjust my Yanmega. And maybe a few other guys. So you're going... Speed boost. Scizor needs Pounce. Scizor is also going Leftovers, which we last gave to... I mean, there's one on Lapras. And then the other one is on you. You have the Mega Stone. I need to remove... Well... If this is the line I'm going for, then Slowbro wouldn't be switching out a ton. So I guess it'd probably be in my best interest to go... not Regenerator on the base. Because then Mega Slowbro would have Regenerator, right? Let's just make sure I have this right. Slowbro, Mega... Regenerator and Shell Armor. I want Regenerator so that Slowbro can pivot in and out. Should only really be betting Rock Slide, so this should be okay. I guess the last question here is, how much does Mega Slowbro do? Two hit with Psychic. That's good. Save. So, team is Breloom, Slowbro, Annihilate, Scizor, Yanmega, Poliwrath, Mega Burrow. And now all that's left is to update Yanmega's moveset. I think. So we're giving you Giga Drain. And we're going to give you U-Turn. I'm not relying on Hypnosis here. And then Ancient Power is just funny. Let's see, what else? What's left? Shed Shell, Bullet Seed, Technician, Spore. I don't think it's actually clicking Spore, but you know. Scald, Slack Off. Okay. Inner Focus. I don't think that matters. Adamant, Lefties. Oh, Modest. Glad I checked that. That would have been a very rude awakening if Yanmega missed a range that should have been free. You know what? I'm curious. There's no way Yanmega gets knockoff, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. Poliwrath does. That's interesting. Modest, Speed Boost, Air Slash, Giga Drain, AP U-Turn. And then Poliwrath is just here to take hits and be a Chad. Fortunately, he's good at both those things. Actually, what am I doing? Why does this guy not have Surging Strikes yet? Let's give him the funny move. Let's give him the funny move. It's so fair and balanced. Let's see. So final squad is Breloom. Where's the bro? There's the bro. Annihilate, Scizor, Yanmega, Poliwrath, Mega Slowbro. You have the right ability? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, I think we are ready to send this. Does Breloom even need a shed shell? I guess if something goes wrong and I need to run from the Chandelure again later, it doesn't hurt to have the shed shell there. Yeah, I'd rather not lose Breloom to something preventable. Helps that most of my team has pivot moves, actually. That's pretty funny. Alright. So, the first turn, Swampert should just switch to Chandelure. We bring in Annihilate. And then Annihilate beats the Chandelure and we go from there. That should work. Let's see. Oh, I'm stupid. You need detect. That would have been disastrous if I forgot to give this detect and it just died. I think I'd actually wipe. Actually, no, I definitely wipe. I just get swept. Yeah, no. That would have been miserable. What a way to lose. Okay, that should be good. All right, let's do it. Okay, so this guy has a Mega Medicham, a Dragon Dance Excalibur, and a Chlorophyll Sunflora, but the real demon of the fight is the Shadow Tag Chandelure. How trapping AI works is that if you have a Pokemon in, and your opponent has a Pokemon with a trapping ability that sees that it takes a hit and wins the matchup, it just comes in. No ifs, ands, or buts. Chandelure comes in here. And if I stay in, I'd be trapped, except I have a Shed Shell, so I wouldn't. But my play requires me to just hard switch. I'm just going to hard switch to Annihilate as this guy brings in Chandelure, and Annihilate's going to kill it with Shadow Punch. Just make sure I am, in fact, faster. I am, in fact, faster. Alright. So I switch. You switch. And just like that, we are in a favorable position. Goodbye, Chandelure. Alright. Demon down. This should be Excalibur if I did everything correctly. Yep. Alright. So, Annihilate is favored to win the matchup, but I'm still going to switch. Because I don't want to lose this to a Glaive Rush crit. So we're just going to bring in Scizor. This shouldn't Dragon Dance. Jeez, that does so much damage. Alright, I am just going to Roost this turn. I don't think this can Dragon Dance. Because Scizor is currently showing it that I'm going to two-hit it with Bullet Punch. We're just going to slow roll this. No reason to play super aggressive here. Would I die to double crit? I mean, I die to double crit no matter what. Is that even true? Leftovers... Yeah, I die double crit no matter what. We just BP. This should knock it to its focus sash because it glaive rushed. Okay. How many glaive rushes does it have? It has 5. This is number 4, if I've been counting correctly. Alright, we should be safe from crit now. Alright, this should be its last glaive rush. Give me that tasty healing. Alright. Am I out of range? Hang on, I need to check the Medicham range. Medicham's close combat does 153. I am comfortably out of range. Alright, we take this kill. Okay. The only thing that should come in here is Sunflora for Weather Ball. It sees a fast kill on me, and it's just gonna go for it. This is Sunflora. This thing was turbo buffed in this game. Its special attack, I think, got like a, I don't know, 50-point boost? Like, it's as high as Flutter Remains, and it has Chlorophyll, Seed Flare. But the thing is, despite all of those buffs, it's still a Sunflora. So we're going to switch to Poliwrath on the Guaranteed Weather Ball. Ouchie. We take decent damage because that is a Sun-boosted, Life Orb-boosted Weather Ball. But now this can only be Seed Flare, because it sees Kill. And we just go to Yanmega, who still takes significant damage, because this thing is hitting like a truck right now. Never mind, we don't take any damage. That's pretty lucky. I don't think it matters. We're going to detect. Yanmega's going to get an all-important speed boost. And Air Slash would have been a range to kill, but this took Life Orb Chip, so we just kill it. This is Swampert, because Medicham sees that we have a fast kill on it. Even though Medicham does way more damage, it's just one-hit KO'd, so this is Swampert. Excuse me? Why is this Medicham? Wait. Why is this Medicham? Why is this Medicham? Why is this Medicham? Don't I just kill you? Isn't this just a free Air Slash kill? Hang on, Mega Medicham would click Bullet Punch. Actually, no, it's 80% Bullet Punch, 20% Rock Slide, but I just kill you. Why'd you come in? I don't get it. You're just dead. Am I missing something? Modest Life Orb. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm +2 speed, so I'm outrunning this. Bullet Punch crit doesn't come close to killing me. Cautiously optimistic. I guess I'll just Air Slash. This should just die. Sure, buddy. Hi. Okay, then. I guess Yanmega's overpowered, huh? Heck, Yanmega can even just kill the stupid Swampert because that has Giga Drain. A max a max roll crit knockoff does 109, and I just Giga Drain off most of that. So, yeah. We heal some off. Take a little life orb chip. That's crazy. So Yamega was always just gonna clean up the back line, huh? Oh, goodbye. Alright, easy enough. All that's left before we can pick up most of the encounters remaining in the game is the stupid Sun Double. We do have some stuff we can do here, but there's definitely a lot that can go wrong. Let's make sure sun is up. Okay. Scissor's probably staying home. I am definitely bringing Rhyperior, because he's like half the reason this fight is doable. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I need to really book a more involved line than usual. So, yeah. Let's see. I want my turn 1 to be chip off Typhlosion's nonsense. Yeah, I just need to survive turn 1 and get Rhyperior in, is how I handle this. So the big issue with this fight, and the reason you have to be really careful about your planning, is the Typhlosion has the ability Blazing Soul, which gives its fire-type moves priority when it's at full HP. It has Wise Glasses Eruption in the Sun. So that's a priority eruption, which is horrifying. But if that wasn't scary enough, its partner is a Armor Tail for Rigoraph, meaning you cannot out-priority the Typhlosion. So you need to bait the Typhlosion into not using Eruption if you want to avoid taking horrific damage. Now, how am I going to do that? Rigoraph's just going to Trick Room turn 1, so that's not a big deal. I just need to waste Typhlosion's first turn. How do I do that? Rhyperior has to switch in. But it has to come in on... Does it have to switch in? No, it does. Typhlosion's just going to Solar Beam into dirt. You need to switch it in while something else is baiting Solar Beam or Focus Blast away from that slot. So what can I bait one of those moves with? How do I bait the Typhlosion correctly? Ideally, the Pokemon that comes in here also baits the Farigiraf on the next turn. So I can kill that so I can deal with that without too much worry. How does Poliwrath look into the Typhlosion? Solar Beam blow me up? No, Poliwrath is too bulky. You probably just die to Eruption. You are too good into the Typhlosion. Tauros? I'm looking at my other options first. It's to not bait Eruption, but it has to be dead to something else. I think it's Mad Cargo. The Cargo would bait Focus Blast. I'd try Rampardos, but like Rampardos base Solar Beam and Focus Blast. That and my dude is not him. Actually, wait a minute. If I can get Rampardos and Rhyperior in, I can probably just sweep. Oh, no, there's a Slitherwing with first impression. Never mind. Axe that idea. Axe that idea. Rampardos was dead to first impression. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it just kills me. Rampardos is a baby. Okay. Nix that idea. Is Primarina bait Solar Beam? I doubt it. No. Slowbro? Slowbro will contribute to the battle. I guess it sits on the Cinderace, which is not nothing. Yeah, that's not terrible. I might need that. Okay. So I just need to give Slowbro minus special defense nature, which is easy enough by just going Lax. Lax should put me comfortably in Solar Beam range. Yep. So I just need to not show Typhlosion a kill in the other slot, and then I think we're gaming. Alright, so Slowbro is my lead. Is Slowbro getting its Mega Stone here? Maybe? I'll figure it out. Probably, honestly. Yeah, for now, let's plan around Slowbro getting the Mega Stone. So... Lead Slowbro. And... Alright. What's the Pokemon that's just gonna say, I do not give a damn about anything you are clicking? To the Typhlosion. I think it is Skeledirge. Let's plan around Skeledirge. And Skeledirge, luckily, isn't that fast either. So it's got some stuff it can do here. Turn 1, Slowbro... Hang on. Slowbro switches to something on the Solar Beam. That's before I forget I should... Mantine? I don't know. I think for now I'm planning around Slowbro because Slowbro, especially the Mega, should do pretty well against the Cinderace in the back. And that Cinderace did give me a bit of a scare last time. And by that I mean Rhyperior had to dodge a crit. I'd rather avoid a spooky situation like that. Let's see. So Slowbro. Maybe I want to bring Skeledirge in on the Solar Beam instead of having it be my other lead. I mean, even if I show this a kill, it's just gonna click Trick Room. So that's not a worry. I guess I'll figure out the rest first. So I guess let's go down the sequencing of the battle. Slowbro switches to something. Other lead switches to Rhyperior. Solar Beam. It's X. Farigiraf. Sets Trick Room. Rhyperior is currently baiting Solar Beam. Yeah, I think my switch in is going to be Skeledirge. Because Skeledirge wouldn't show Typhlosion anything it could kill it with either. So we're not prompting Eruption again. Only problem there is specifically the Farigiraf. Because I don't want it randomly doing some crazy shit. How do I control the Farigiraf without showing Typhlosion a kill? Maybe it is Mantine on that side. Mantine eats solar beams for breakfast. Oh. That's crazy. Mantine baits specifically Eruption if it's not Solar Beam. So I don't want that. Unfortunately, Mantine has such a good matchup that it goes full circle around to being not good for my line. Unless... No, that doesn't matter if I can chip it. I only have to do a little damage. So Slowbro would just hard swap. Hard swap to Dirge. Do we swap to Dirge? Hang on. I guess the important thing here is, does Farigiraf even see a kill? It does not, if I'm at full health. I guess let me see what the rest of the line looks like before I lock in my leads. So Slowbro, we're bringing Rhyperior specifically. Rhyperior is going to be using Drill Run for this because Earthquake just does not do well in doubles. Rhyperior. And Rhyperior with bad IVs can outslow the Colossal, so that's not a worry. Drill Run. What do I have to outslow here? I have to outslow 64. I need minus speed So, Brave Nature? Yeah, that should do. Well, I guess I should make sure I'm not showing this bozo a kill. That's crazy. I am. And the berry wouldn't help me as far as targeting goes, because the AI doesn't care about that. The AI also does not care about guaranteed kills versus possible kills if it's looking at different slots. So, more likely than not, Rhyperior is eating a close combat the turn this comes in. But maybe that's good for me. If I can guarantee the move, I can plan around it. Alright, so for now, I'm going to ignore planning for the Cellular Wing with Rhyperior specifically. So, hold on. Actually, no, Mantine being there wouldn't matter. Typhlosion would just Solar Beam Rhyperior. Yeah, no, that's probably fine. Slowbro switches to Mantine. Yeah. Slowbro switches to Mantine. Skeledirge switches to Rhyperior. Solar Beam hits Mantine into Thunderbolt range. Choreograph sets Trick Room. So let's see. Turn 2. Rhyperior. KOs Typhlosion with Drill Run. Hold on, so locking in that for now. How slow is Fergaraf? I do not think I'm outslowing that. No chance. Unless I go Iron Ball. Iron Ball would let me flip turn this and break its focus sash. Gosh. The only death of the run has been Nidoking, but Nidoking would be perfect here. It would block Thunderbolt and probably bait Psyshock. So I have another Pokemon that can do something similar. I just need to keep the Farigiraf controlled for a couple turns. I'd rather Rhyperior be relatively healthy. But at the same time, I need to keep baiting back and forth, is the issue there. Take a Thunderbolt, bait something else. Heracross? If Heracross takes a Thunderbolt, it would bait Psyshock. I guess for now I'll go for that. Just gotta make sure he doesn't have the Mega Stone, because I'm Mega Evolving Slowbro. Although maybe Annihilate does better. Psyshock is a range. Although it's just don't go for it if it doesn't see anything on Rhyperior. I guess out of these, what's more useful? I think Annihilate, because it swallows the close combat from the Slitherwing later. So, Mantine. Okay, that's what the team's looking like so far. We're gonna lead Skeledirge to keep the stupid Typhlosion accounted for. Yeah, let's make sure Slowbro has the right nature. Slowbro's going Lax. Rhyperior is gonna go Brave. Then we're gonna give Rhyperior minimum speed. Because we need to outslow the Mega Colossal. Alright, let's look at Rhyperior's ranges with a Brave Nature. So, Drill Run kills Typhlosion outright. Kills Colossal outright. And then we just need to kill the Shiftry. We do that with Hammer Arm. Yeah, that looks good. And then I suppose Rhyperior can just go leftovers? I mean, what do I need the leftovers for? If the A doesn't care about targeting, I'd rather not risk some targeting shenanigans on the stupid Slitherwing. Okay. So, KO Typhlosion with Drill Run. Mantine has to outslow the Farigiraf. It can do that with an Iron Ball. In Trick Room, that'll let me get a flip turn off to break its focus sash. Okay. Mantine. Flip turns Farigiraf. And brings in Annihilate. Who takes Thunderbolt. Annihilate's going Cherry Berry to make sure Paralysis doesn't screw me over. Annihilate will also be going with Rage Fists because it's taking at least that one hit. So this will be 100 power. Alright, now how much damage will this take from Psyshock? 47%? Do you have a dark type I can use to prompt moves? If I have a dark flying type, I don't. I'd have to be Murkrow. I guess how much time do I need? So this turn, Rhyperior baiting Solar Blade, Annihilate baiting Psyshock. Doesn't Annihilate get Detect? If it gets Detect, that's our choice here. Am I wrong? If Annihilate does get Detect, I could be wrong. I am wrong, okay. Alright then, how do I account for the Psyshock here? Let's see. 2 out of 5 Trick Room turns. Shiftry comes in seeing Rhyperior. Right? Shiftry? It is Shiftry. Okay. So we want Rhyperior to be slot 1. Well, no, it'd be Skeletor to slot 1, because that's switching to Rhyperior. Lead Skeletor in slot 1. Slowbro in slot 2. Just make sure I've got that accounted for. Coder to slot 1, slow roll slot 2. Turn 2, and turn 3. Rhyperior, KO Shiftry with Hammer Arm. Annihilate. Does what? I'm pretty sure my only dark type is still freaking Luxray. Luxray's a good Pokemon, but I do wish I had another dark type or two. Is it Swoobat? Is Swoobat how I keep the stupid Farigiraf controlled? Max roll Psyshock does not put me in Hyper Voice range. Perfect. Yep, that's how I do it. Annihilate switches to Swoobat, who takes Psyshock. The nice thing about Swoobat is that it's terrible, so if something goes wrong, I can just sack it. Colossal comes in. Swoobat baiting Thunderbolt. Turn 4. Rhyperior KOs Mega Colossal with Drill Run. Swoobat switches to Annihilate again. Who takes this? Who takes Thunderbolt? Hang on. 3 out of 5 Trick Room turns on Shiftry. 4 out of 5 Trick Room turns on turn 4 there. Then Annihilate baiting Psyshock. Turn 5. Let's see. What does Rhyperior do to the Farigiraf here? Not a ton. I'm sure Mega Horn would do a lot, but it can miss, is the problem. Rhyperior doesn't randomly get knockoff, right? As awesome as that would be. No, it does not. Okay. Let's see. Trick Room is still up, so I can't U-turn this. So let's see. At this stage of the battle, Typhlosion, Shiftry, and Colossal are dead. I'm bringing Annihilate, not Heracross. What can I do? I've flip turned this. Its Focus Sash is gone. We are not giving Rhyperior Mega Horn. I do not want to rely. I want my plan to rely on hitting a Mega Horn. Annihilate is baiting Psyshock. I mean, the last Mon would be Swoobat here. I can go Swoobat again. How many things? Grab Swoobat from the box and figure out what we're giving it. Where's the bat? There it is. Bat is going probably Modest. I guess I'll give it a Sharp Beak so that it can help me tag the stupid Farigiraf. Where's Sharp Beak? It's right there. Swoobat is getting U-turn and stabs. For sure. Bro is not getting attract. Psychic. And then I guess we'll take a peek at the rest of Swoobat's moveset. Maybe this thing randomly gets Detect or something. I guess Knockoff, that's pretty funny. You know what? Sure. We'll give you Knockoff. Maybe it'll do decent damage. Actually, how much does an Adamant Knockoff do to the stupid giraffe? Less than I thought. And less than I hoped, but more than I thought. I'll give you black glasses so that we can really make it sting. Although, being realistic, what's the plan here? Turn 5. Annihilate switches back to Swoobat as Rhyperior hits Farigiraf with Rock Slide. Swoobat takes Psyshock. Trick Room ends. Turn 6. How much damage have I done to the stupid giraffe at this point? Let's see. Rock Slide off a Brave Rhyperior does minimum 123. 65. We flip-turned it with a minus attack Mantine in the sun. Max damage there. Min damage there is 15, so 150. It's targeting Swoobat with Thunderbolt. Maybe we just U-turn this. Adamant's Silver Powder U-turn does 88, putting it to 62. We can bring in the ape again. What? Careful? Screw my line. No. Careful would only make Annihilate less prone to crits. I'd still always be in Psyshock range after one Thunderbolt. Let's do that. Annihilate's going to be taking a few Thunderbolts here. It would have to... 103, 206. It would have to triple crit me to kill me. And that's fiction. Ends turn 6. Swoobat U-turns Farigiraf and brings in Annihilate, who takes Thunderbolt. Rhyperior KOs Farigiraf with Rock Slide. Imperium's still in slot 1. No, Imperium's in slot 1. It's looking at Annihilate for the... Wait. No, Rhyperior has to be in slot 2. Because... Yeah, it's looking at Rhyperior for the switches. And is that even true? I don't think it matters. Rhyperior is still fast, still kills the other two guys. I don't think it matters. Unless I really want to bait Slitherwing, which I'd like to. In which case, Rhyperior being in slot 1 is optimal anyway. Slitherwing comes in seeing Rhyperior. Right? That would be Slitherwing? Tell me that's Slitherwing, please. Yes, that's Slitherwing. Turn 7. I'm pretty sure Slitherwing can only close combat on Rhyperior. Like, on Annihilate, it does... I mean... No shot, it just does that much. What's another... I guess it does do that much, huh? Alright, then I guess I have to be mindful of Stomping Tantrum, too. I can bring Skeledirge in on the Rhyperior to block close combat, and Mantine in on Annihilate to block the Stomping Tantrum. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Turn 7. Let's see. Rhyperior baiting close combat. Annihilate baiting Stomping Tantrum. Rhyperior switches to Skeledirge, while Annihilate switches to Mantine. Slitherwing fails to land a hit this turn. Turn 8. Skeledirge KOs Slitherwing with Flamethrower. Mantine switches to Slowbro. Cinderace comes in. Turn 9. Skeledirge switches... Do I even have to switch Skeledirge here? How does the Cinderace matchup look? Actually, if it's gonna Sucker Punch, it's gonna turn into a Dark type. So Slowbro Psychic would do no damage. Which means I'd have to Scald it. Maybe I switch to Rhyperior on the... I switched to Rhyperior. And Skeledirge doesn't die to Sucker Punch. I can Flamethrower this. I should kill it either way, as long as I go Flamethrower and Drill Run. Let me just check that damage. Assuming it goes fighting for a high jump kick on Rhyperior. Let's check our Drill Run damage. 54. Yeah, we'll kill it. Perfect. Cinderace comes in. Skeledirge. Let's see. Cinderace. Either Sucker Punches, Skeledirge, or High Jump Kicks. Rhyperior. Neither Pokemon dies to a crit. Flamethrower and Drill Run KO Cinderace. Yeah, I think that's the line. I think we're all cooked up. Just gotta prep the battle in game. I've got the squad here already. I need to give you Silver Powder and an Adamant Nature. Rhyperior. Holding leftovers, that's fine. It has Drill Run, Rock Slide, Hammer Arm. Yeah, that's all it needs. Holding the Iron Ball, Flip Turn. That's all you need. Careful, Cherry Berry. Lax, Slowbro Knight. Old Citrus. Yeah, I think we're good. I do think we're ready. Skeledirge in slot 1, Slowbro in slot 2, Slowbro's going to Mantine to block the Solar Beam. Search for Hyperior. It shouldn't matter what order the Shiftry and the Colossal come in, because Hyperior just fast kills both of them in Trick Room. Let me make sure Hyperior has the minimum speed. Yep. There. So it will outrun the stupid Colossal in Trick Room. There's no pre-damage that needs to be done here. Yeah, I think we're ready. Let's save. Okay. Go Skelly, Slowbro, Annihilape, Mantine, Rhyperior, Swoobats, and Mega Slowbro. It always gets me. You have to resubmit your team here so that the items display correctly. Swoobat, Swoobat, Swoobat. There you are, Mega Slowbro. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Let's just be clear here. Slowbro baits Solar Beam from Typhlosion. Alright. Let's do it. This is the last battle guarding all the encounters around the region. We get a lot after this. We get a whole lot after this. This is correct, right? Sturgeon slot 1, Slowbro slot 2. Wait, Typhlosion slot 1. Yes? This is slot 2. No, I want the Farigiraf in slot 1. Oops. I want Farigiraf in slot 1. That's how I planned the fight. Because the calc shows Farigiraf in slot 1. Here, this time I'll save. Let's make sure team displays correctly. Alright, and if I get it again in that order, then I'll switch around Skeledirge and Slowbro and run the fight the way I planned it. That's what Iriv said was standard for doubles, is if you don't get the order you were planning on, you're allowed to reset for it. Alright, so if this is not slot 1 Farigiraf, I don't think it is. Okay. I'm going to swap around. I'm going to swap Skeledirge to slot 2 and Slowbro to slot 1 and run the fight that way. Because that's what Iriv has told me I can do. I'll do one more team preview. Okay. Alright, this should give me the order of events I'm looking for. This should be the battle I planned for. Typhlosion is slot 1. Importantly, Skeledirge is in the Farigiraf slot. That is the way I planned the battle. Okay. So, Slowbro has got a minus special defense nature. This Typhlosion has Blazing Soul Eruption, so it will always move first and unleash one of the strongest attacks in the game. Like, this thing does so much damage. But it sees a kill on Slowbro, so it's not going to click Eruption. It's going to click Solar Beam. Farigiraf, for its part, is going to set up Trick Room. So Slowbro is just going to bring in Mantine to eat the Solar Beam. And Skeledirge, who is baiting nothing, is going to Rhyperior. Not gonna lie, I had a minor heart attack thinking I forgot to change out Earthquake for Drill Run, but we are good. Alright, so let's be Solar Beam into the Mantine. Boop. And there's Trick Room. We have 4 turns to really put some pain on this Typhlosion. So, at this stage, Mantine is baiting Thunderbolt from the Farigiraf. I have given Mantine an Iron Ball specifically to underspeed the Farigiraf and hit it with Flip Turn. So we're going to do that. Typhlosion is just clicking Solar Beam on Rhyperior here. But because it's not priority, it's going to move last, because Rhyperior is the slowest mon here in its Trick Room. Rhyperior, for its part, is simply going to one-hit KO Typhlosion with Drill Run. So goodbye, Typhlosion. I'm sorry? Wait. What? Oh, was this a last... chance scenario. That's a crit. Okay, hold on. Why? I guess it was a last chance scenario. I mean, luckily Rhyperior doesn't show for Rigorath anything. So I think my line is intact? Yeah, I guess that must have been a last chance scenario. Maybe I should have... Well, whatever. Well, you have to play it out. I don't think this affects my line. This should not affect my line. I'm going to play my line the way I planned it. Okay, so flip turn, bring in Annihilate to eat the Thunderbolts. We do have a Cherry Berry. Okay. Farigiraf is faster than Annihilate and Trick Room, but slower than Rhyperior. Whatever comes in here, Rhyperior can just one-hit KO it. Shiftry, okay. So Shiftry has Chlorophyll, which doubles its speed, but we're in Trick Room, so that doesn't matter. Annihilate is baiting Shy Shock. We're just going to go straight to Swoobat. Rhyperior, for its part, is going to Hammer Arm the Shiftry. Goodbye, Shiftry. This should be Psyshock into Swoobat slot. Perfect. So that was turn 3 of Trick Room. We have 2 more turns. This Colossal has the minimum possible speed stat. It's going to Mega Evolve, and I think it might even get slower. No, it gets faster, but like it's still slow as hell. The thing is, Rhyperior is also slow as hell, so we will be outspeeding it in Trick Room. Swoobat's baiting Thunderbolt from Farigiraf, so we are going back to Annihilate. And Rhyperior is going to kill the Colossal with Draw Run. Turn off the furnace. Okay. So we have reduced this to a 1v2. This is Thunderbolt into Annihilate. Glad I gave Rhyperior leftovers. That should keep me cleanly in close combat only range from the Slitherwing. We have 1 turn left in Trick Room. This is still going to Psyshock Annihilate. We're just going to bring in Swoobat. And Rhyperior is going to Rock Slide and see if we can scam a flinch. It doesn't matter, but it'd be very funny. Nice. Okay. And that's Trick Room. So Farigiraf is faster than Rhyperior now. But the thing is, Farigiraf also just sees a kill on Swoobat, so it's going to go for that. Let's consult the line real quick. Yeah, so we're going to U-turn to Annihilate and kill this with Rock Slide. Whoop! Dang, Swoobat, if you tried a little harder and got that crit, you could have been on the frag sheet. That's Farigiraf down. This should bring in Slitherwing, who will see a close combat kill. And unfortunately for me, this should only be a close combat. Annihilate should be comfortably out of Stomping Tantrum range. How many Thunderbolts was I supposed to take? Hang on, let me just make sure I had this right. Annihilate takes a Thunderbolt there. Annihilate takes a Thunderbolt there. Is that 3 Thunderbolts? Did I space out? Hang on. 3 Thunderbolts. I guess I only took 2. Maybe it clicked Hyper Voice. No, it wouldn't have clicked Hyper Voice. Hyper would have taken more damage. I don't think it matters. This should only be a close combat into Rhyperior. Actually, am I showing this a kill? If I only took 2 Thunderbolts, I have a 150 power Rage Fist. I'm not showing this a kill. So this should be close combat into Rhyperior. Stomping Tantrum doesn't do enough to Annihilate. So Annihilate, for its part, is going to Rage Fist this. Rhyperior is going to Skeledirge to block the close combat. Oh! It should knock it to pretty low, but not kill it. Yep, there's the close combat. First Impression is no longer an option. Let's see. Annihilate is going to switch to Rhyperior. Yeah. Switch to Rhyperior. Kill with Flamethrower. Goodbye, Slitherwing. Alright. Typhlosion clicking Eruption instead of trying to go for Solar Beam might have mucked up the end game a little bit. I guess it depends on if Rhyperior is dead to High Jump Crit. I absolutely am. Alright, then I need to play around that. I think this thing is equally likely to High Jump Kick Rhyperior or go for Sucker Punch. And if it High Jump Kicks, we just go to Annihilate and we're fine, though. So let's do that. And if it High Jump Kicks Rhyperior, it just dies to Recoil because we're going to Flamethrower, and it won't be a Fire type anymore. Show me High Jump Kick, it'd be funny. Okay, it's Sucker Punching. That's okay. We don't die to crit here. 133. We heal out of Sucker Punch range. A burn would be awesome. Unlucky. Okay. Annihilate here is baiting Pyro Ball kill. Skeledirge is comfortably out of range. So this is only Pyro Ball. That's the only move it can use here. And how does Rhyperior take a Pyro Ball? It takes it fine. We go Rhyperior. You know, let's let Slowbro have a little fun. And no, let's just go Rhyperior. Keep it simple, go Rhyperior. And then we kill this with Flamethrower. Even if it's a Fire type, it's low enough that this should just kill. And that's on double. Okay, that Eruption definitely had some potential to muck up the works a little bit, but we're okay. And just like that, the region has opened up to us. That's the last required battle before Tate and Liza. Well, last required battle. That's the last boss battle before Tate and Liza. So now we have free reign. Which means There are quite a number of encounters to pick up. So, where are we starting? On this route in particular, there's a static Tapu Lele. I don't think I'm going for that. I have a different idea about what kind of restricted I want to bring. As far as the grass goes, I would not hate Palossand. Fido is a little cringe because it's a fairy type, but I already have those, and this fairy type's not really that good. Hakamoa and Dragonair both dupe things out of the egg. I think I'm going to go for that. So I'm going to take the grass. If I pull either one of those, my egg looks a little better. Because I'd rather not get either of those from the egg. But it's like, even if I miss, there are some good stuff. There's some good stuff here. Wait. Alternatively, I could static for Electros. Actually, no. I'm going to static for Electros. That's my play. Because Electros has a big role to play in an upcoming battle. If I get Electros, we are looking so nice for Maxi. So I do think I'm going to go for it. We are looking so nice for Maxi if I hit this. Okay. Okay. Come on. Give me the eel. Give me the eel. I would not mind Hakamoa or Dragonair, but I really want the eel. I really want the eel. Please. Sunflora, man. That's a letdown. Because this was like the last battle where Sunflora would have been useful. Alright, let me check your moveset so I don't get randomly swept by it, because it is chlorophyll in the sun. Darn it. What is your moveset right now? You have Leaf Storm, Sunny Day, Double Edge, Solar Beam. That's a critical catch. Nice. Dude, that's such a pain. Whatever, man. Your name is Potter. And you are never leaving the box. You know, I'm curious. It's the next thing I was going to run into, isn't it? It would have been the very next thing I ran into. Okay, never mind. I guess we were just doomed to mediocrity there. Can't always get what you want there. Okay. Route 125 has Seal, Spheal, and that's it. The thing is, Dugong is incredible. There is no doubt about that. Dugong is incredible. But I brought it to my Elite Four last time. So if I were to take Dugong here, I'd be sacrificing an Elite Four potential encounter, because this is a route I could use to try and sucker a roamer. And if I decide I want Dugong for like Victory Road and I don't need the roamer, I can always come back. So I'm going to leave 125 on the table. I guess I'll go ahead and grab these items. Catalog. The Reveal Glass. The Gracidia. The Prison Bottle. Okay. Alright. In all likelihood, we're not taking the mythical here. I don't think we're taking the mythical here. With that said, I am going to leave it on the table, because things can change. And I'm not in particular need of any of the Mossdeep encounters. So we're going to move on to Natural Cave. We're saving that for later. Moving on to 126 and 127. What would I want? Dropion would more or less make Tate and Liza free. Delayed is obviously incredible, but I can't bring it to my Elite Four. I'm going to say the same thing for Gardevoir, because it's a relative evolution. I don't think there's a way to pull Drapion. You just have to hope. I think my play here is skip every encounter and just go straight to Pacific Log to grab the Golisopod, so that I've duped that out the grass too. I would really rather not hit the pod and when I can just grab it in Pacific Log Town. Where's my Luxray? Where's my baby? There she is. Okay. Woo-woo. $128, we're leaving that on the table for the moment. 129. What can I do on 129? I can surf for Psyduck or Palafin. Let's look at the other encounters. There's a way to guarantee Psyduck, I think. Finizen is on 133 as well. I think... Actually, there's a fishing spot for Psyduck, right? Yeah, it's 130. I guess I'll start there. I'd really like Palafin. Let's go to 130. Alright. I'd really like Psyduck here. If I get Psyduck here, I've got guaranteed Palafin. Show me Psyduck. 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 Nice. Okay. So we grab this sucker. And then we can put the Palafin in the bag. Cool. Alright. Duck. Alright, let's work our way back to 129. There is some good stuff in the grass. There's some really good stuff in the grass. But there's also some pretty mid stuff. I'm just going to put the Palafin in the bag. And to do that, I need to surf. Survey says... Alright, I'm glad I got the Psyduck. Just for fun, I'll check the grass after I get the Palafin to see what I would have pulled. And as good as Alakazam and Kilowattrel are... As good as Alakazam and Kilowattrel are, there's also a lot of stuff in that box that is just outclassed at this point. And just like that, the Palafin is in the bag. I need a hero. Your name is Shrek. Alright, let's see what we would pull from the grass. What would it have been? Kilowattrel's a good Pokemon, but I'm not that upset about missing out. Alright. Next. Is there anything on 131? I mean, I could guarantee a Furlish encounter, actually. Jellicent is good. It was champed recently. On 1.2, yeah, but it was champed. Let's see. 131. What would I have to leave on the table for a potential roamer? What would I have to leave on the table? And realistically, I'm probably not taking a roamer. I can leave 132 alone. I can leave 125 alone. I think that's good enough. 132, 125. I could try 133. Yeah. So I won't touch 132, but I will grab the Furlish from 131. Still on 130. There we go. Alright. Put the Furlish in the bag. I could also guarantee Shellos, but I think Furlish is overall a little more useful. We already have that guy. This is crazy. Excuse me. Yeah, at this point, it's registered a stupid thing. We're gonna be here for a bit. There we go. We did get the pink one. Which means, unfortunately, we cannot name it Pringles. We cannot name Furlish Pringles this time. Except I'm naming it Pringles anyway. because it's way too funny. Okay. Now, Pacific Log only has one encounter slot for me that of any interest, and that is, of course, the Wimpod. But that does not mean that there's not something else we want here. So, first order of business, put the Wimpod in the bag. There we go. Oh my gosh, stop wasting my time. Oh my god, I forgot I need to... Oh, why'd I do that? Alright, we are not getting a Golisopod this time. Why'd I do that? I autopiloted, man. Alright, get in the ball. I guess I'll deal with it. I mean, Golisopod is incredible, absolutely no doubt about that, but like... It's late enough in the game that we have the tools where I feel like we can work without it. Your name is... Kilo 123. I'm gonna hit the stupid Golisopod in the grass, aren't I? The whole point of this exercise was to get Golisopod out of that encounter pool, and all I've done is be a bozo and make sure it's on the pool. Now what? So I'm leaving 132 on the table. I think I'll wait to take the egg. What are my options off 133? I don't have Magnet Pole. I'm not taking Chi-Yu. And by that I mean if I run into it, I'm either running from it, or if my lead is convenient, I'm killing it. Avalug is duped. Yeah, I guess I just take 133 then. Although, how is Floatzel? Floatzel definitely has some sauce. Maybe I just fish for Floatzel. And first hurt for Floatzel. I'll do that later. Let's leave that encounter alone for now. With that said, we have these encounters left to pull from. So, let's pull from them. First thing I'm gonna do is just go to the grass and see what I can pull from the two encounters. The encounter pools are remarkably similar. I would really like to pull Drapion. Drapion would more or less pack up Tate and Liza alone. It's the most likely encounter. 126. Oh, it's up here. It's up here. Okay. Okay. Let's go over the 127 encounter pool real quick. Unfortunately, Golisopod is in the pool. So we can be punished for our fishing. for our mistakes. Gardevoir and Gallade, both are fine, but I can't bring either one to the Elite Four, because I am handling my Elite Four dupes the same way I would for encounter duping. I have to take the encounter, but I can't bring it to the Elite Four. With that said, both of them would still be fine. Jigglypuff is well past its prime at this point. That Pokemon would be garbage. Electabuzz, I would not be too upset about seeing, because Electivire is actually pretty good in this game. Wobbuffet has some sauce, I guess. Ferrothorn is obviously great. Golisopod would be cringe, but it'd also be a good encounter, so I wouldn't be that mad about it. Jumpluff is probably just fine. Hawlucha's great, and then I have no idea what Pidove does, but I kind of hope I don't run into it. With all of that said, the big prize is the most likely encounter on the route, Drapion. So, pretty please? Okay. Oh, it's getting a little tight in here. It's getting a little cramped in here, boys. If I had not brought this to Elite Four before, I'd be celebrating right now. But, okay, at least it wasn't a pain to catch. Alright, well, that dupes out Gardevoir at least. So, we are very likely to get the Drapion now. What is your name? I'll just call you Jack. Okay. So, it's a good encounter, but it's a miss for the Elite Four, which is a little sad. But with that said, we have one more shot at Drapion. We have one more shot at Drapion. If we pull Drapion, Tate and Liza are very, very easy. If we do not pull Drapion, things might get a little uncomfortable. With that said, pretty please. And if I get the pod, it's extremely funny. Okay, that's a dupe. That's a dupe. That is, in fact, a dupe. I can't escape. How much damage is that? That's a crit. There we go. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please. Do me nice. Do me nice. That's another dupe. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Get me out of here. Please. Come on. Another dupe. I can't take the suspense. Stop. I'm getting so trolled. You know what? Imagine it's Destiny bonded. Why am I trying to run? I just killed them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Stop. This isn't funny anymore. No. That's bad. That's not a good pull at this point. That is not a good pull at this point. Come on, dude. I'm saying, man. I pulled Gallade from 126, which is obviously good, but I can't bring it to the Elite Four. So I ran into like 6 dupes of Gallade and Gardevoir before I finally got the stupid Magmar. I also fumbled on Pacific Log because I ran into Dupire Surfing, which is a dupe, and then I autopiloted and fished for Cramorant instead of surfing for Pod. So this has been a pretty scuffed set of encounters. I am not throwing my Master Ball at a Magmar. I am more patient than that. Thank you. What am I naming you? I'm naming you Box, because that's where you're living the rest of your life. Okay, let me think. So, I'm probably playing 132 in case I want to pull a Roamer. 133 has some good stuff. But I think I'm gonna hold off on that too. Which means all that's left is 128 before I pick up the pseudo egg. Unfortunately, I do not have a magnet puller, so we are not guaranteeing Aegislash. And if I pull Okie Dokie, I'm killing it. This is the right route, right? No. Not the goat Okie Dokie. Nah. Okie fraud, more like. I have different ideas. With that said, running into him would be pretty funny. You know what? That does kind of make up for us not pulling Drapion. This does help with Tate and Liza. It did work out last time. So, I will happily add this to the box. Unless it kills me. I guess I should check your moveset right now, huh? In case you have some crazy shit. Pangoro. What is your moveset right now? You have Parting Shot, Entrainment, Crunch, Body Slam. Oh, you can't do anything to me. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you liked the Magmar show, because here's the sequel. Easy enough. Oppo. Okay. I think that's it as far as the wild encounters we're pulling for now. I'm leaving 125 on the table. I'm leaving Mossdeep on the table. I'm not doing Shoal Cave yet. And I'm leaving 132 and 133 on the table as well. So all that's left is the pseudo egg. There are a few things I would really like from this. I have Frigibax and Beldum duped out. So, you know, that's something. Even though, more likely than not, we're just putting a Dratini in the bag. Not to say Dratini is bad, but it's not what I'm looking for here. This is what we're looking at. With any luck, we pull one of the goats. Although, if I had the opportunity to choose, I do think I know what I would pick. Oh wait, this is the wrong house. You know what? Let's talk to the old man. I can't see Mirage Island today. Maybe next time. He's in the Pokemon Center. What am I doing? Rhyperior, I don't know how you're standing on that, but you better not lose your balance. Okay. Yes, please. Okay, 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 okay. This is a big one. This is a big one. Whatever, depending on what we get here, this can either come to the Elite Four or rot in the box. Although, more likely than not, even if it doesn't come to the Elite Four, it's coming to a lot of battles, because the pseudos are all pretty good, I think. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to speed up. Okay. Our options are Dratini, Larvitar, Bagon, Gibble, Dino, Goomy, Jangmo-o, or Dreepy. If we hit Beldum or Frigibax, we get a do-over, because we already have Metagross and Excalibur. Let's see. Is that good? Is that good? I don't know. Is that good? Your name is Taylor. I will say, not my first choice. I bet your move is banned too. Surely. Surely your move is banned. If your move was not banned, you would probably have been champed already. Languorous Soul is banned. Isn't there a different move this gets? Hang on, I guess we'll put him in the back. We'll take him to the center and level him up. Let's... Hakamolo's move. You do get Dragon Dance, but unfortunately that is banned. I'm positive you would have been champed right now if you didn't. If you did. Reversal is an option, I guess. Let's evolve you. I'm curious. Komodo hasn't been champed, has it? Has anyone else had success with this guy? I'm not seeing a Komodo here. Unless it was New Game Plus? Nope. Clinking Scales banned? I think that move boosts. Oh, that's not the move I was thinking about. I'm thinking of the Z move, that's why. Yeah, no, it makes sense that's not banned. Okay. Well, you definitely get some good stuff. You get Billy. Oh, you get Detect, actually. That's not nothing. That's banned. CC is legal, though. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for the stream. I picked up just about every encounter I wanted to. I think next time we're gonna take on Tate and Eliza. I don't think there's anything else I really want to do this stream. Is there any real benefit to delaying this one? I guess I'll figure it out. Alright, well, with that said, that'll do it for today's stream. And I'll see you guys in the next one.